Hello guys, hello. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I have. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a book shopping kind of vlog. I might have to steal this home, I'm just kidding. Dune Messiah. And it's kind of embarrassing. Okay, so actually I can't find this book either. My half birthday is on the 20th, so by the time this video goes up, it'll be my half birthday. Yes, I was born on a wintry day, January 20th, so I'm actually going to do a little self-care and treat myself to some books at Barnes & Nobles for my half birthday, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. And yeah, I also have some errands to run. I have to return 2 books from the library to the library and then go to CVS to get my mom something. But before we even start with any of that, where the hell did my phone go? Before we even start with any of that, I need to find out how many books I'm going to buy. So I have $15 saved up in Barnes & Noble's rewards that I can use to kind of make the total amount a little bit easier to manage. So we're going to spin a little wheel. I'm between 3, 4, and 5 books. So we're going to spin this wheel and see how much books it allows us to get. So let me screen record. 5 books would be amazing, but I'm low-key hoping it's 4 or 3 because guys, books are expensive right now. I don't know why, and it's like the book economy is forcing you to use Amazon, and I don't want to use Amazon. I'm always going to try and get books in person. All right, let's spin. 3 books! Hey, that means I get $5 off of each book. That is beautiful. Okay, 3 books. Okay, now that we have now we're going to know we're choosing 3 books, I want to find out which books we're going to choose. We're going to go to my TBR. We're going to use Fable this time instead of Goodreads because Fable has this little thing that you can use, and it's called Scout's Pick. And essentially the app chooses which book you get to read next. So we're going to use it. We're going to twist the meaning around, and we're going to see which book I should actually buy. So we're going to go to my want to read. We're going to go to my want to read here, and you see that little blue bird at the top right there. I'm going to just show you what I have on my want to read or my TBR so far. I have a lot of books. We have 60 books on here, and it's a large variety. Okay, so now that we've seen that, we're going to ask Scout to pick 3 books. And hopefully these books aren't already on my physical TBR. And it's a nice UI. It's a nice little system going on. First book, Dune Messiah. I already told you guys on my recap that I didn't enjoy reading Dune that much, so for it to put me back into this universe that quick, okay, it's Scout's pick. I can't really do anything about that. All right, Scout, show me your next pick, please. Please let it be good. The Names by Flora Snap. Okay. The Names by Flora Snap, and we have Dune Messiah. I need to remember that. Okay, last pick. Scout, what are you gonna have for us? They're Going to Love You by Meg Howry. Dang! Okay, so we got 1 sci-fi and 2 lit fics. All right, let me write this down somewhere. Thank you, Scout, for your picks. I need to write these down on my notes app. We have our books, we have our destination. We need to go. I actually need to get gas, so me standing here idle with my car on is not a good idea. All right, guys, we're gonna start moving. Let's go get these books. Let's go drop off these books. Let's go to CVS. Let's do it all. Let's have fun. All right, I'll see y'all later. because for the life of me, I cannot find the names by Flora Snap, and I've already asked a worker to help me find Weaving Shaw, and it's kind of embarrassing. Guys, it took way longer than it needed to for me in there. Two of the books that we had on our list before, was it two? I don't even remember. My memory is so bad. But we were supposed to get They're Going to Love You. I searched it up on the Barnes & Noble app, and my store doesn't have it. And the next nearest store was like 13 miles away at Easton, and I'm not driving 13 miles. That's gonna take like, and it's a Saturday, like I'm not driving to the mall. It's gonna take us like 30 minutes to get there. The names took me so long to find that. It wasn't in like the fiction part, because I know Barnes & Noble's here. Like this is my home, okay? I know where books are supposed to be. It wasn't there, and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna ask the cashier to help me find it. You can only ask once. That's my rule, and it's so embarrassing to go back and be like, hey, so actually I can't find this book either. So I went to the front and just like looked at all the tables. You know how Barnes & Noble has like tables of books like new and noteworthy, like book of the month, not book of the month, the brand, but like their like book club picks and all that. And it was at the front. It was at the very front, like literally right when you walk in, and I didn't see it. So I got the names by Florence, and we had to switch out one of the books. I forgot what it was called. Oh, I know, They're Going to Love You, for Weaving Shaw, because that wasn't even in stock. I think there was another book that was not in stock, I think. But I went back to Fable, and I asked Scout to give me a new book, and they were like, you know what, read Weaving Shaw. And I couldn't find this one. This is where I asked the cashier to actually help me find it, because I was just stumped. And it was actually in the new and noteworthy, but on the fantasy side, and it was at the very bottom. I was never going to find that. I'm so sorry. So yes, we got Weaving Shaw. I actually have no idea what this book is about. I'm going to go into it blind. I'm going to start doing that. You know what? I'm going to stop reading the synopsis for books that I have high expectations for. I'm just going to go into it completely blind. So we have that. Here's the names. The hardest book I had ever to find. It took me like 20 minutes. I don't usually stay that long in Barnes & Noble, so this was actually just like, it was too much for me, okay? Last book, Dune Messiah. This was the easiest book to find, and this is surprisingly short. Compared to the first book, which was nearly 700 pages, this doesn't even hit 300. I could finish this today if I wanted to and get it off of my TBR. I don't think I'm gonna come and get the third book. You know, I know I said I was a completionist, but Dune is not hitting it for me. I might just have to stick with the movies. I don't know. Even though I said that I fell asleep watching the first movie. Anyways, those are the 3 books we got. Now we have to go to the library and drop off 2 books, my DNFs, which was, you guys already know from my recap, The Devils by Joel Abercrombie and Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Malors. And then I have to pick up 2 new books from this month's TBR, July, which is Malice, and I think the other one, I forgot what it's called. It's a really new book, like it just came out this year, so I don't know the name. I'm so sorry. But we're gonna go to the library, go pick those up, and then last but not least, we're gonna stop at CVS and get what my mom wanted for my brother. Okay, let's go, guys. I'm not taking you with me while I'm driving, guys. You know, I've never been in an accident. Actually, I have been in an accident, but I wasn't the driver, I was the passenger. So I'm gonna keep my streak of not getting into crashes that were my fault, and I will see you guys at the library. Alright, these are the 2 books I requested. We have Buried Guild by Mike Corlin, and then Malice by John Gwynne. Yes. Alright guys, just hop at the library. I already told you guys what books I got, but this is actually so cool. I have never seen a library book have sprayed edges. I might have to steal this hoe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I also don't know what this book is about. Look how cool this is, actually. I don't know what this book is about. We're going to go in blind as well, but this is a very new book. When did this get published? I literally think it got published like last month or so. Yes, and no. May was not last month. May was 2 months ago. And then we have Malice by John Gwynne. I don't know why I picked up this book. Somebody recommended it, but I don't know from which book that it was sourced from. Like I think I searched up books that are like this book, and Malice was a choice. I don't know what though. I don't know what. Maybe when I'm reading it, I'll have an idea. But yes, Malice by John Gwynne. These two are on my July TBR. Right now, I'm actually going through... What book am I on my TBR? I'm reading All the Light We Cannot See right now. I think that is the second book on my TBR. Yes, because Six of Crows. I finished Six of Crows. That was my first. So I'm at 2 out of 5, guys. Listen, I'm going to do way better. I think we can make it to 3 out of 5 this month. We can make it to 3 out of 5 this month. Okay, last thing we need to do is go to CVS, and then we can go home, and then we can talk some more. And maybe I'll show you guys what I'm currently reading. Editing Chim here. I actually don't want to come on camera and show you guys my face again, but I am going to tell you what I'm currently reading. I am currently reading All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This is a historical fiction, and it takes place during World War II. We're following 2 teenagers. The boy's name is Werner, and the girl's name is... Whoa. What is her name? Marie Laure. Marie Laure is French, and Werner is German, so you can probably distinguish how that's going, but they meet under crazy circumstances, and all I have to say is that it has to do with radios. These are my other books that are on my TBR. This is A Love Story, Malice, and John Gwynne. I think I'm going to read Verity Guild next, just because I want to get into fantasy again. We just did historical fiction, so let's go to fantasy, and then might hit This Is a Love Story next and Malice last. That is, if we can finish it before our deadline. It is the 19th, and we have 11 more days. How much days are in? Wait. That can't be right. But anyway, yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna see y'all in a flip.